So let's go backwards from there and see in 7th grade.
The Center for Teaching and Learning was created in 2007, and it was the brainchild of Joyce Powell, who was the president of NJEA at that time. Joyce believed that we should create a nonprofit center that would bring some cutting-edge professional development to teachers. And by having a nonprofit center, it would bring other stakeholders to the table, and that this would be a broad and diverse board, which would then help direct us to some new thinking and some progressive programs for teachers. In the beginning years of the center, our main mission was to advance teacher leadership and to find another way for teachers to lead great change in education.
During that first year, the center kicked off the middle school mathematics program. Fanny Rittenberg Middle School in Egg Harbor City was one of 3 grant recipients, allowing math teachers to meet regularly with a coach and setting up a professional learning community. Classroom Closeup was invited to explore how it was working.
What grade do you introduce those in?
7th grade, but we plug it in.
We're really getting a good communication line between the grade levels. So it's great to be able to talk to other teachers in the 6th grade and 5th grade levels, and then eventually on down to 4th and so on, just to make sure that we're all following that same road, which is to get to Algebra 1 with all the students by 8th grade. We've got to be able to get our points across to the kids. We've got to be able to, get our mathematics education level high so we can get those kids up high.
2 years later, the center launched the Progressive Science Initiative, or PSI.
The Progressive Science Initiative emerged from the work I had done to become State Teacher of the Year in 2006, where in the 6 years from 1999 through 2005, we built a program that achieved very excellent results with students participating in passing AP physics exams.
I've got a current equal to V over R through it, right?
In early 2010, Classroom Closeup featured 3 of the first teachers certified through the PSI program.
There's an abundance of teachers certified in biological sciences, but New Jersey produces only about 8 physics teachers a year. The Progressive Science Initiative is turning that tide. After years of teaching earth science and biology, Marie Guerrero is teaching students to calibrate energy and velocity.
I love science, and as a science teacher, you find ways to keep on learning.
We took that physics program and moved it into chemistry and biology. We later then also had started the middle school math program. We moved what we learned in the Progressive Science Initiative, we moved that into mathematics, first in middle school and then up to high school and then down to K-6 in order to create the Progressive Mathematics Initiative.
In our classroom, a lesson is delivered by first me giving the students a very brief introduction to the topic that's being taught. I do that by demonstrating the topic on the smartboard. There are opportunities for the students to come up and interact with the smartboard throughout our lesson. After that, they are given responders, clickers as they call them.
What is 263 rounded to the nearest hundred?
I know everyone's answer instantaneously. I know how many of my students understand and how many of my students do not understand. Depending on how many do not understand, I can make a quick decision as to whether to reteach or to move forward.
The student responders and other advances in technology tools for the classroom play an important role.
Instead of telling them what the right answer is, it's using that to drive social discussion in the classroom as these kids sit around and the classes become sort of loud, debate-oriented groups with people arguing about physics or mathematics or chemistry or biology. You have to train people on how to do that because it's not fundamental to how teachers have been trained to teach. So we do that in a 3-day course and we fly places to teach for 3 or 4 days.
While the center offers face-to-face workshops, there is also free digital course content available on their website.
It's such a successful process. I see in the future that we're going to be doing all content areas. We'll be doing social studies. We'll be doing language arts in a richer way. I can only see that our methodology and our process is only going to expand into other areas.